Fire Red Omega is a ROM hack of Pokemon Fire Red made by legendary hack creator Drayano in 2009. Yeah, 2009. To put that into perspective, Pokemon Black and White hadn't even come out yet, which I'm sure makes all of us feel very old. If Fire Red Omega were a person, they'd be in high school right now, 16 years old, of legal age to get a driver's license in the US, and probably making 6-7 jokes while scrolling TikTok. Honestly, I do both of those things, so I can't really say anything. There's no question that Drayano is an amazing ROM hack creator. Classics like Renegade Platinum and Blazeback and Volt White 1 and 2 are held in very high regard. But does his first creation from 2009 still hold up today? I wanted to find that out a year ago when I completed a hardcore Nuzlocke of the game for the first time. Yeah, I kinda beat it already, but there's one thing about this run that always bothered me. See, when I play really difficult Nuzlocke challenges, I'm the absolute opposite of a ball-hard player. I'm the type of person who spends hours sweatily staring at damage calculators, crafting meticulous lines and making sure nothing's left up to chance. When I beat Renegade Platinum for the first time, I spent an entire week making my plans for the E4. To be honest, I've accepted this is pretty much who I am at this point. But Nuzlocking also isn't all about just having the biggest brain in the planning phase. It's about being able to improvise when things go wrong and being able to think on the fly. My penchant for the damage calculator has left that part of my skill set sorely lacking. So this time through, I decided I would ban myself from using a damage calculator, relying entirely on my Pokemon playing instincts. Can I let go of my love for calcs and get through with my brain alone? Is this almost adult age game still worth playing in the year of our Lord 2025? To answer these questions, I set out to beat Fire Red Omega as a hardcore Nuzlocke with no damage calcs. Fire Red Omega immediately differentiates itself from the normal games by offering a unique starter lineup of Smoochum, Magmy, and Elekid. I decided to go with Smoochum, who trades a weak early game for powerful Ice Beams and Psychics later. Unfortunately, I wasn't kidding about the weak early game, and Smoochum was unable to beat my rival in the first battle. Luckily, the rules don't start until I get Pokeballs, right? Right? Anyways, I'm playing a slightly modified version of the original game here that adds quality of life features like infinite rare candies and hard level caps. Using those, I level my Smoochum up and pick up my pretty decent set of starting encounters, including this rat.
Oh shit! A rat!
And some water types for the upcoming Brock fight that I catch using an old rod from Viridian City in this game. Fire Red Omega also adds NPCs who give you starter Pokemon from all 3 generations, and this revamped version makes it so that each one is a random choice between the 3. For round 2, I grab a pretty decent Trico. By the way, the naming scheme is like things you shouldn't eat or something. I don't really know what I was doing either, just bear with me here. From the grass added to Pewter City, I also catch an interesting, I guess, nose pass, and without anything else to do, it's time to take on Brock. Early game gym leaders in these hacks are always a little bit of a clown show. You don't have the resources to play fully around everything, so there's always some risk involved. I lead my Poliwag into Brock's Geodude and take a quick kill with Water Gun, bringing in Kabuto. Kabuto knows Absorb, but I make the read that it'll go for Rock Tomb first because my Poliwag is faster and the AI likes to go for speed control moves. Predicting this, I switch my Barboach into the line of fire, and thankfully get it right. Now baiting Absorb, I can switch safely into my Grass-type Trico, and pick up the kill with a couple Absorbs. Yeah, Absorb doesn't one-shot this, even though it's 4 times weak and stab. Absorb is like 20 base power and Trico kinda sucks, so... Trico baits in Rhyhorn for Flamethrower, and fearing that my Wizard will miss out on another 4 times effective kill, I switch to my Poliwag. I get the read wrong this time though, and Poliwag nearly falls to a crit Rock Tomb and gets its speed lowered. Fearing that my Poliwag won't outspeed this Rhyhorn anymore, I make a switch to Barboach on another Rock Tomb. Barboach one-shots with the Water Gun after taking some more damage from a Horn attack. Brock sends in Obanite next, so it's back to Trico for his second fossil kill, which he gets without too much difficulty. But now, the most annoying Pokemon of the fight is in. Brock's Vulpix is loaded up with Substitute and Brutal status moves, making favorable RNG a requirement to muscle past her. My counter for this is Nosepass, who takes very little damage from her only attacking move, Ember. After some back and forth, Brock makes a surprising switch to Onix. I switch Trico back in, hoping it'll go for Dig on Nosepass, which pays off, and I'm able to do some great damage with Absorb, although it heals most of it back up with its Citrus Berry. Even worse, it hits me with the Swagger, so it's no longer safe to stay in. I go back to Nosepass, hoping to again bait Dig so I can go back to my Trico, but Onix reads me like a book and swaggers me on the switch back to Trico, forcing me out again. This sequence repeats a few times until a Swagger Miss gives me a chance to attack. However, Onix outspeeds and hits me with a Swagger, causing Trico to hit itself into the red. I'm not willing to risk my Lizard any more than this, so I swap to Seashells, the Shelter, and hope that her high physical defense will let her take the attack and KO back with some bubbles. Onix hits her with another Swagger, really fun fight by the way, but Seashells clutches up and hits through for the kill, which excites me so much that I accidentally open the help menu. With just Vulpix left, Nosepass can sit on top of it until chance finally swings in my favor and it goes down, winning me the first badge of the run. This fight was more annoying than hard, really, but I'm glad to be through either way. There's honestly not much to note about the trainers between Pewter and Cerulean City. Almost every random trainer in this game gets ran over without much thought, to be honest, so I'll be skipping past most of these from now on. I do pick up a few important encounters though, like the Magikarp that some guy hands me in the Pokemon Center and the one from Mount Moon. There's an area in Mount Moon that gives you a pretty good chance at a Bagon or a Larvitar, which would obviously be incredible for the late game. Unfortunately, I pull a Numel instead, which still isn't the worst thing in the world, but it's disappointing for sure. In the newly added Grass and Cerulean, I pick up a Bellsprout to help for Misty, but I'm not quite ready to take on the gym yet, so I decide to make my way north instead. My rival goes down with no issue, and I roll through the Nugget Bridge to get my encounters for Route 24 and 25. I need an electric type. Don't have one. Would be nice. Fuck you. Well, unfortunately, I forgot to buy balls, so I have to leave Pilot behind. Bill gives me an SSN ticket after I confuse him from a Clefairy, and because I still feel like I'm not well set up against Misty, I decide to go all the way to Vermilion City before taking her on. At the end of the underground path is the NPC who gives out Johto starters, and I pull a super helpful Chikorita. This is the best ZA starter, by the way. I won't accept any different opinions, even if the Mega is a little bit silly. I also fish up a guaranteed Feebas on Route 6, a fantastic encounter which evolves into Milotic at level 20 in this game. I always love getting the chance to use this Pokemon in ROMhacks where she's more readily available than in the base games. I've gone as far as I can go though, and I can't put off Misty any longer. We're still going through early game problems with lack of resources and faced up against a terrifying Starmie. I'm definitely sweating a little bit going into this fight. I start off with the grown-up Lizard against her lead Staryu for a simple 1v1. Psyduck comes in next, and I decide to stay in, taking super effective aerial aces to secure a second kill. Seadra's up next though, and I can't stay in an Aurora Beam, so Gyarados takes the field. Seadra can't touch the Sea Terror, and 2 Dragon Rages take it down. With that though, the Demon Starmie is in, and threatening Minnow with a nasty shockwave. I switch to my Bayleaf to resist it, and it lands a Thunder Wave on me as I do middling damage with a Magical Leaf. I'm parafused out of my mind on the next few turns, but with 17 HP left, I manage to get a Synthesis off. A crit sends me back down to Earth though, and I can't afford to stay in anymore. I need to get my Victory Bell in, but I first pivot through Gyarados on the incoming Water Pulse to bait a weaker Shockwave to take less damage on the switch. Sadly, my pivot play is rendered moot by a 5% Razor Leaf miss, of course, but a second one thankfully hits this time and takes down Misty's scariest team member. From here, it's all cleanup. Stimulants, the Spinda chips down Lovedis so Gyarados can finish the kill, also taking down her final Togetic with a couple of Dragon Rages. After a quick break... I spilled water all over myself. I roll through the SSN and pick up my final gift starter, a Squirtle. Thankfully, this revamped version of Fire Red Omega removes the insufferable gym puzzle, and we can go straight to fighting Surge. After some awkward switching around his lead Flaffy to make sure Dirt isn't hit by a Cotton Spore, I'm finally able to take it down with a few digs. Dirt then easily one-shots his Chinchou before the surfing Raichu comes out. Although there's a chance that another dig would kill it, I'm not willing to take the risk when Surf would definitely kill me in return, so Dinosaur makes his return against Surge's ace. Against him, Raichu sees Focus Punch as the highest damaging move and goes for it over and over, allowing me to continually make him lose his focus until he finally falls. Manectric comes in and threatens with Flamethrower, so I pivot through Gyarados to bait an electric move into Dugtrio, who just barely misses out on the kill with the magnitude and gets burned by a nasty Flamethrower. I take the kill, but Dirt can't stay in on the Jolteon. Thankfully, my rat from before has grown up into a beast and dismantles the rest of Surge's team with a few more digs. Honestly, it's impossible to lose this fight with the guaranteed Dugtrio. Ignoring that this was my second attempt at this Nuzlocke, and the first one I wiped on Surge even though I had a Dugtrio, but Rock Tunnel is a breeze, but to get my encounter, I use a Repel manipulation trick. In case you didn't know, Repels make it so that you won't encounter Pokemon that are lower level than your lead Pokemon. In places where the levels of encounters vary, using Repels can make the chances of getting certain Pokemon higher. I use it here to get a better chance at Larvitar or Beldum, who would both be amazingly powerful pseudo-legendaries. Unfortunately, I miss and pull an Aeron instead, which is honestly still pretty good, all things considered. Oh, okay. At least to make up for it, I catch a really nice Abra on the way to Celadon City, where I give tea to the guards and open up most of the rest of the game for myself. Besides picking up the Fly gem for myself though, there's not much else to do except take on the next gym leader. To be honest, she's a complete pushover, so I'm not going to take too much time covering this fight. We can just move on. Next up to take down is the Team Rocket hideout in the Celadon game corner. My shark gobbles up the grunt's Pokemon, and with that I'm facing down the boss, Giovanni. In these Team Rocket fights, Giovanni is notable for having a completely random AI, meaning that he won't follow the normal logic that trainer AI follows, instead clicking moves completely at random. This is both a blessing and a curse. It makes the fight incredibly volatile, but that also means that you can often get through with aggressive play and a bit of good luck. The fight against him here isn't notable, but keep an eye on him for the next time we cross paths. With that done, I pick up a Scyther from the game corner, which evolves into Scizor by level up in this game, and stop my rival for a third time in the Pokemon Tower. The level cap jumps all the way up to 50 after this, so I clear the tower without any trouble and pick up the Poke Flute, using it to wake up a Snorlax list of Celadon that I just barely catch before it dies to burn. From the route south of Lavender Town, I pick up a Super Rod and use it to get some incredible fishing encounters, like this Love Disc, who I give a very fitting nickname. At least it guarantees me a Seadra or Golduck from the next route, right? I know there's other encounters here. It's 30% chance for a Seadra or Golduck. It's a 30% chance. Dude, come on. This is actually insane. Is the doc lying to me? Oh my god, okay, finally. Why is this guy, like, destroying me? The Koga fight isn't too notable, besides a close call against his Fortress where I severely underestimate how much it'll do to my camera up with Earthquake. But besides that, I'm able to secure the 5th badge with relative ease. Next up on the agenda is heading to Silphco to clear out Team Rocket's takeover. My rival intercepts me on the way to Giovanni, but I once again take him down with no problem. I'm more than halfway through the game at this point with 0 deaths, and I honestly haven't felt challenged since Brock. Am I just the best Fire Red Omega player in the world? Can anything stop me at this point? Full of confidence, I waltz into the building's headquarters where Giovanni is waiting for me for a second time. Sharkfin the Sharpedo claims 2 fast kills against his Houndoom and Rhydon, and at this point, I'm convinced that the rest of this fight will be another easy victory. I even risk Scizor's life to thief a Choice Band off his Nidoking for later use. Eyeshadow takes it down, and deals with the Flygon that comes next too. It's looking like an easy victory, right? Cloyster comes out next, and without thinking, I send in my Hitmonchan to take it on, severely underestimating the damage it'll do with its Surfs. Hitmonchan looks safe to take a second one, but a Sky Uppercut miss into a critical hit gives me my first death of the run with nothing to show for it. He died to a crit, sure, but in the end, I have no one to blame for this but myself. My Poliwrath has the ability Damp, meaning that Cloyster never could have used Explosion to kill it. If I had realized this, I wouldn't have needed to risk my Hitmonchan at all. Even still, it was a better move to switch rather than stay in and let my Hitmonchan die just for a bit of damage. This was nothing but a misplay on my end. Rattled, I send my Poliwrath in an Ice Beam, which immediately freezes it, and I'm scrambling at this point. Luckily, Dart Frog quickly defrosts and takes the kill, leaving only Giovanni's Persian. Left without a healthy fighting type, Seashells has to take it on, which ends up being relatively safe thanks to Battle Armor. I've won the fight, but not without a cost. A moment like this is the perfect chance to take some time to reflect. It's important to remember to take things slow in a Nuzlocke, and never get too comfortable, because with comfort comes complacency. Now, do I do this heading into Sabrina? No, I just walk in without a real plan, assuming that Sharpedo will get through everything with Black Glass's boosted crunches. This definitely won't come back to bite me. Will it? Sharkfin tears through her lead Mr. Mime, sending in Gardevoir for a super effective Thunderbolt. An easy second kill, right? This would kill. It's plus Spadef, maybe it will— oh my god, that wasn't even close. No! That's bad. That wasn't even close. Oh my god. My main damage dealer is dead, and Sabrina still has 5 Pokemon left to get through. Without too much thought, I send in my Gyarados, before realizing that Secret Power might not get the kill, and I'd surely be dead to a return Thunderbolt. I make a flustered switch to my Snorlax, who gets the kill with a Body Slam after taking some damage, bringing in Espeon. A Body Slam barely misses out on the kill here, but paralyzes, which is actually a huge problem as Espeon's Synchronize ability paralyzes my Snorlax too. After an unfortunate full paralysis, I can no longer stay in as it's built up multiple Calm Mind boosts. I have no choice but to sacrifice my Spinda in order to get a free switch to Minnow. Minnow outspeeds the paralyzed Espeon, bringing in Alakazam next. This Pokemon outspeeds my entire team, and no one can switch in safely to its strong special attacks. I make the difficult choice to sacrifice my Gyarados here, but she actually lives a Thunder Punch on just 4 HP and gets some meaningful damage in with a crunch before falling. I send in my Scizor next, hoping to live one hit and get the kill back with strength, but the Alakazam just barely survives. Sabrina's going to heal now, and I decide to Swords Dance in hopes of being able to kill it on the second turn while surviving a non-crit. Thankfully, this all works out, and Sabrina's Gengar is up next. It puts Scissors to sleep, and realizing that my sleeping Scizor won't do anything for the rest of the fight, and that I need to get value out of my Swords Dance boosts, I stay in and hope for the Wake Up. Scizor gets an incredibly clutch Wake Up on just 5 HP and takes the kill on Gengar, but we're absolutely not out of the woods yet. Sabrina's last Pokemon, Jinx, is incredibly fast and strong. I'm forced to sack my valuable Scizor for another free switch and towel the Bayonet, hoping that he'll live a Psycho Boost and get the kill with a Shadow Ball. My Bayonet falls, and things are suddenly looking really grim. I've gone from being completely deathless to on the brink of wiping in just a few fights. Is overconfidence truly the slow and insidious killer? I send in my last Pokemon, my limping and paralyzed Snorlax, hoping that he can survive a few hits now that Jinx has lowered its own special attack and get off a rest through paralysis. If I get crit anytime from now on, I'm probably wiping. Snorlax dodges one crit, but gets fully paralyzed. If the next one crits, or I fail to move through paralysis again, my run is completely over. Come on, Snorlax. Come on, Strolling, you have to hit through, you have to hit through, you have to hit through. Okay, we're so in it, we're so in it. We're actually, like, incredibly in it. We're the most in it, we're gonna win. Miraculously, Snorlax lives and heals all the way back up with a rest. One Body Slam takes Jinx into the red, and without healing items left, a second one gets the kill. And somehow, I'm still alive. Although I'm grateful to not have wiped, there's no reason to celebrate here. I've sextupled my death count in this fight alone, and that count includes some of my most valuable Pokemon like Gyarados, Scizor, and the only Dark and Ghost types in my box. It doesn't feel like I'm just stomping this game anymore. I've lost confidence in my instincts. Can I really beat this challenge? Am I nothing without my precious damage calculator? I surf down to Cinnabar Island and revive my fossil from Mount Moon into an Omanite before getting the key to the gym from the mansion, and in the blink of an eye, I'm facing down the next gym leader. Dartfrog sets up a rain dance for my swift, slim Kingdra, who takes 3 kills with rain-boosted surfs. Mud the Whiscash takes on Solrock, and I decide switching against this Blaziken would lose me too much tempo. Thankfully, Mud dodges the crit and takes a kill with Earthquake. Blaine's final Magmar is incredibly powerful, and nothing in my box can safely deal with its coverage. I'm forced to send in my Camerupt on an unlucky 50-50 cross chop, and dodge another crit to take the fight. I'm through with no deaths, but that fight felt shaky. One moment of bad luck could have resulted in another incredibly close steer. After Blaine, it's straight back to Viridian to take on the final gym leader, Giovanni. In this iteration, he no longer has random AI, and his team is loaded up with powerful ground types and a terrifying Dragon Dance Tyranitar. Seashells takes much more damage than expected from his lead Flygon's Fire Blast before taking the kill with an Ice Beam. Rhydon is next, and I'm able to outspeed for an easy second kill. Tyranitar is in now, though, and on my switch to Dartfrog, it sets up a Dragon Dance. If it attacks and kills me here, it's in position to potentially sweep through the rest of my team. So scary now. Am I faster? I mean, I'm not faster after Dragon Dance. I just have to live. It Dragon Dance again. You're stupid, you're stupid, you're stupid, you're stupid, you're stupid, you're stupid. This is Choice Band Break. This should kill. There's no way this doesn't kill. It's Choice Band Break. Giovanni's Persian takes the field next, and hoping for a high-tempo chain kill, I leave my Poliwrath in, only for it to get put to sleep by a Hypnosis. I'm forced to send in Rox, my newly revived Omastar, who comfortably 1v1s to bring in the final Pokemon Swampert. Dinosaur the Meganium somehow misses out on the kill with the quad-effective Magical Leaf, and Hydro Cannon does huge damage in return. Thankfully, since I outspeed, Giovanni can't do anything but use healing items until I finally get the kill. Usually, victory roads in these games are grueling final tests before the Elite Four, culminations of the entire run. Here, though, There's nothing really much to note, with mostly optional trainers in the high E4 level cap allowing me to breeze through everything leading up to the Indigo Plateau. After some deliberation, this is the E4 team I decide on. Carolback's the Jinx. She's been with me since the start, but really hasn't seen much action so far. But this is exactly what I've been saving her for. Her fast and powerful Ice Beams and Psychics will help a ton against Lance and the Champion. Mud, the Whiscash. Another Pokemon who's been with me since the very start. She may look unassuming, but she's been consistently reliable with her amazing typing and late game access to the incredibly powerful setup move Dragon Dance, which makes her much more than meets the eye. Eyeshadow, the Melodic. A reliable bulky water type is an E4 staple, and since Mud doesn't quite fit that bill, Eyeshadow is here to fill the role. I've pre-burned her to trigger her Marvel skill ability, giving her monstrous bulk both physically and specially, with access to recover. Spoons, the Alakazam. Another fast and powerful psychic type. Her access to Calm Mind and Bolt Beam coverage through elemental punches gives her a unique role over my starter, and she'll be incredible for the early Elite Four especially. Lard, the Snorlax. The sole survivor of the Sabrina massacre, he's once again going to put his special bulk and amazing survivability with Rest and Sleep Talk to use. And finally, Dodo the Dodrio. This might look a little weird, and he really won't show up much for most of the Elite Four, but there's a very specific niche coming up that only he, out of my entire box, is best suited to fill. Lorelei is nothing but an uneventful Calm Mind and Sleep, and Eyeshadow and Spoons work together to take out Bruno's Water and Psychic weak team. There's no real challenge to start the Elite Four off, honestly, but from here, things will get a lot more intense. I'll switch to my live commentary from here on out. Thanks so much for watching if you made it this far, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the Elite Four. Did I lead with Alakazam? I think I might have forgotten. Oh my god. If I forgot, then I'm steering super hard. Okay, no, I did. Okay, this Shedinja is holding a Focus Band. If Focus Band procs and this gets like a Shadow Ball crit on my Alakazam, I'm pretty sure this just kills my Alakazam and then we are like super steering for the rest of the Elite Four. But, I mean, hopefully that doesn't happen. I've taught Alakazam Shadow Ball to be able to hit this Shedinja through its Wonder Guard. And we just really want Focus Band to not proc here. Fuck. No. Swords Dance, just Swords Dance. You're stupid. You're stupid, so you're just gonna Swords Dance. No. Don't kill me. Oh no. That's so bad, man. That's so bad. Oh no, that's so terrible. I could have done this with other Pokemon, but I really wanted this Alakazam to kill this so that it could chain kill the Crobat that would come out next. But now that can't happen, so okay, things are looking a little... Things are looking a little weird here. I feel like I go to Whiscash first, though, no matter what. Oh god, this is so suspect now. Okay, it burned me. That's really lame. If that crit, then I think I just wipe. Oh no! What? Oh god! Whiscash! No, man. Okay. Okay, go here. She's gonna heal. I don't think I can play around Destiny Bond anymore. I don't think that's an option for me. I think I just have to attack. Okay. Okay, I think I rest here. I don't know how I'm gonna kill the Crobat. Oh no! Okay, it's a 1 in 3 chance. It's a 1 in 3 chance. It's a 1 in 3 chance to full Shadow Ball. Please don't full Shadow Ball. Nice, okay. I mean, I can't play around it, like, How do I even play around it? I can't. Like, there's no playing around it, I think. I could switch to Dodrio. I could switch to Dodrio, maybe. But then, who's to say it won't just Thunderbolt? Like, I don't know. I have no, like, I have no plays, man. My Jinx is 31 speed. I think, with the level advantage and the plus 31 speed, I think I am faster than this. Is that the play? I think that has to be the play. It's the only way I play around Destiny Bond. I think this has to be the play. Okay, yeah, this is the play. I think Milo can kill Crobat. And then I don't know. Okay, please be faster. Thank you. I don't know what's happening here. Is it gonna be Crobat now? It is. Okay, this is gonna Shadow Ball. But I want Milo to come in and Shadow Ball. I mean, Milo does wall this thing, but Confuse Ray is a problem. I just have to get lucky. I mean, I can't, like, play around things anymore. Nice. Like, this is so stupid. I really should have just done this first. I just didn't think about it. Lost Zam for nothing. Okay. No, I think I have plays still. Yeah, no. I think this should be okay. In the end. I think I was planning to sacrifice my Alakazam on Lance anyways. Yeah, no, I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine. I think it's okay. Please hit through. Thank you. I'm getting really lucky with confusion. Okay, it's fine. Just don't get flustered from the RNG. From my misplay. I mean, I definitely misplayed there. But there's nothing to do except just lock in. This Misdreavus also has Destiny Bond. I don't know how I'm playing around it, man. I think a Surf will kill this, so I can just stay in. And it's, yeah, and then whatever it does from here, it's fine. Okay, it taunted me, that's fine. Okay, then I can easily just kill this now. Okay, now I believe I go to Snorlax. I don't know. Okay. Not great, but I think it's okay. Oh, man. Okay, Lance leads with the Salamence, I lead with Jinx. Jinx has buffed speed in this game. And that, coupled with my 31 speed IV and the level difference, should mean that this Jinx is faster than the Salamence, meaning I can just take the kill with Ice Beam. Perfect. I thought this would be Charizard Pterodactyl. That's fine. That's fine. It's okay, okay. The plan was to sack his art to this to get a free switch on Milo, but I think it should be okay. We've seen how physically bulky Milo is with this Marvel scale. Okay, that does more than I would have wanted it to do. Do I recover, or do I just surf? I think I just surf. Yeah, I think recovering is, like, stupid. If I get flinched, it's really bad. Okay, good. Okay, perfect. Now what is it, though? Now it's Dragonite. Oh, this is really bad now. Which Dragonite is this? This is... Yeah, all my plans are messed up now. This is the Volt Beam Dragonite. It's gonna T-Bolt. I think I just switched to Whiscash. But what do I do against the... What do I do against the Charizard, then? I don't know. I think I can go hard to Jinx here. I think that's the play. Because I don't want to take damage on Whiskash. I think taking damage on Whiskash is really bad. Okay, I'm going hard Jinx. I'm going hard Jinx. If it's Focus Punch here for some reason, it's really bad. Okay, it's Thunderbolt. Okay, this should be fine. Okay, now we're faster and we kill with Ice Beam. Okay, now this should be Charizard. Yeah. This is the part that's really suspect. This is gonna Blast Burn. I'm gonna go to Whiskash. Whiskash just has to win this 1v1. There's nothing else to it. Whiskash has to win the 1v1. That's just, it's the only way. It's really rough. It's really rough. It's gonna be really close, and I think if I get crit at all, it's gonna be really bad. I need Whiskash for champ too. Yeah, I mean, I have to go for it. It went for Belly Drum. That's so good. That's so good. That's so good. That's perfect. Now Whiskash is gonna kill it, sir. Okay, perfect, 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 perfect. We're back in this. We're back at this. Okay, now it's Gyarados. This Gyarados' moveset is Dragon Dance, Earthquake, Thunder Wave, Taunt. This thing cannot damage my Dodrio. So we're gonna bring Dodrio in here. Goes for Earthquake, that's perfect. We're gonna outspeed and we're gonna hit this with a Toxic to not trigger Switch AI. If I attack this, I think it could trigger Switch AI. Potentially. I'm not sure, but I think it could happen. If I use Toxic, it should be completely safe though. So now again, I need to not attack this. The way I found to do this was just to spam Double Team. It's really stupid, but you know? I needed to use a non-attacking move. And what better non-attacking move is there than Double Team? And we're just gonna sit here and watch the toxic damage slowly build up. It taunts me, that's kind of bad. I think I just swap here. Yeah, I'm just gonna go Strolling. I'm not sure. There's like lines that could happen. I don't know though. Okay. And just back to Dodrio. On probably Earthquake. Yep. Okay. Actually, this is gonna be awkward, because the next Poison Tick's not gonna kill it. Okay, I'm gonna throw a Pokeball. Is this allowed? It's kind of questionable, but I think it's funny, so... You know, hopefully, you know, that doesn't make anybody too mad. He has no more full restores. There's nothing else he can do. That's it. His last Pokemon's a Dragonite. Jinx just outspeeds and killed it. And that's Lance. Everything is back on track. I planned to sack Zam on this fight. Didn't need to. And now, I also have Dodrio alive, which I also had planned to sack. But now I have it alive, so I can use it as a sacrifice on champion. Perfect. I am the most powerful trainer in the world. Here we go. Okay. He leads with this Heracross. We are going to outspeed and kill it with a Twisted Spoon Psychic from Jinx. Perfect. Now this should be Ampharos next. Yes, perfect, perfect. And we're gonna handle this Ampharos the same way that we've handled every other Ampharos that this guy has had. We're going to bring in a ground type, and we're going to sit in front of it. It's going to Tail Glow? That's fine. He can spam Substitute all he wants. He goes for another Tail Glow. This idiot, man. Leaving himself wide open for the Earthquake. And Whiscash is at full HP. That's absolutely perfect. This should bring in Meganium. Against Meganium, we're gonna bring in Snorlax. And just like he's done so many times in this E4, he's going to 1v1 a special attacker. This Meganium can use screens. That might be a little bit awkward. Especially now that that happened. I think I can just go Dodrio here. Let's turn 2 of Reflect. Okay, this is random move. I mean, it could be anything. I think I just sack here. It's faster than my Dodrio anyways. Okay, that's fine. Let's turn 3 of Reflect. Next up is Jinx. Lovely Kiss could save me too. Lovely Kiss could save her. That's turn 4 of Reflect. Okay, and now I can go to Whiscash, and Magmar stays asleep. Reflect is off. We're going to click Dragon Dance 1 time. It's going to Sunny Day. We don't care at all. Now that we're set up with Whiscash, do I go for a second Dragon Dance? Am I dead to Fire Blast in the Sun? And if I'm not dead to Fire Blast in the Sun, am I dead to Cross Chop? I don't think I'm dead to either of them. I don't think I'm dead to either of them. I really don't think I'm dead to either of them. I'm gonna Dragon Dance again. I'm not even faster than the Magmar. Okay, Dragon Dancing again was super the correct move then. Yeah, not dead to Crit Fire Blast. Perfect. At +2 speed, I should be faster than this. Yeah, for sure. We're gonna Earthquake, +2 Earthquake for the kill on this Magmar. Now it should be Metagross. Yes, perfect. And now we just kill this too with another +2 Earthquake. It's perfect. Everything worked out. If this doesn't kill, I'll like eat my own pants. Perfect. And now, last mon is Walrein. This is not going to die to Earthquake, probably. And it might kill me back with like Crit Ice Beam or something, but it doesn't matter. I have Snorlax in the back that can 1v1 this. I have Milo in the back that can also probably just sit in front of this thing forever. It doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter at all what he does. Whiscash lives, and Whiscash gets to bring it home. What an underdog Pokemon. We have Swampert at home, but Swampert doesn't get Dragon Dance. Swampert can't do this. And that's it. That's it. That's Fire Red Omega, Calcless, Hardcore Nuzlocke. It's over. I'm so happy, man. Oh, that feels so good. That feels so satisfying. So that's it. I managed to beat a hardcore Nuzlocke of this game without using a damage calculator. Honestly, it's shocking how well this game holds up even to this day, especially with the quality of life changes added by the revamp. I think this game makes a perfect first difficulty ROMhack Nuzlocke. It has that Drayano charm without being too difficult. Thanks so much for watching, and a lot of effort went into this video, so I do have to shill and say, if you enjoyed it, please do like and interact with it, and if you didn't enjoy it, you can dislike and not interact, I guess. Okay, thank you.